Some red ink on the screen as we head towards the opening bell, down 100 on the Dow Industrials. Wang with us this morning. You're at the Apple event, I believe. Kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern, I think. Have you seen the iPhone 15?
I have not seen the iPhone 15 yet, but I am live here in Cupertino, California.
Okay, what's the big special? Do you know if there is one big new special feature on the 15?
There are two that are interesting. One is going to be what happens with the telephoto lens, and that's what people are looking for in the highest model of the iPhone 15, along with the A17 chip. And then, of course, the European regulation compliance for the USB-C standard that's going to be put into every single iPhone that has to be sold in Europe and probably around the world.
Tell me more about the telephoto lens for the camera. You can use it like a telescope or something, is that right?
Exactly right. We can have a 6x telephoto lens that can get in richer and deeper type of pictures. It goes and pairs up with a potentially 48 megapixel phone that people are hoping to see in the highest end of the phones. There are 4 models that are going to be put out. That's the anticipation, which has been tradition in a lot of iPhone launches. And of course, they're going to come in 2 sizes, a 6.1 inch and a potentially 6.7 inch size. What people are really looking for is the better camera and of course the USB-C charging. And then of course, there's a lot of things that are being rumored that people are waiting to see that might happen, including maybe an Apple Watch or maybe a brand new AirPod.
Do you think the new features will justify the big new price?
Well, it depends. Where we are in the markets, if you're looking in some of the growth markets, like in the Middle East and North America, I think there's still going to be a lot of demand. We are in a super cycle of refresh, where we're looking at 5G changes. We're also looking at ultra wideband, and those are things that might cause people to actually do the refresh. And that's about 200 to 300 million phones on the refresh cycle.
But why hasn't the stock done more? I mean, it's at 179 right now, despite all this news about the i15. Why is it at that level?
Stuart, you're exactly right. I think the downward pressure from China, the ban in government offices and government workers from using the iPhone is creating downward pressure. The Chinese government saw that the iPhone was gaining market share in China, and they wanted to give a little boost to their local producers like Huawei.
I wonder if India will be as big a market for the iPhone as China has been. Any comment on that?
Oh, Stuart, India is going to be the next big market for Apple. We're looking at 3.9% market share at the moment. But the important piece is when chips and manufacturing come in there, India will be as big as China in the next 5 to 10 years.
All right, Ray, we'll let you go because I know that this is one of the biggest events of the year for a guy like you. Go and enjoy yourself.